Sexual acts performed in front of small children shape their relationships for the rest of their lives. The Mother I Needed. Part 10. I remember one night they were all drinking and talking and telling stories. I was the beer fetcher taking drinks back and forth and keeping myself occupied. The electric going to their bus was not grounded. I had no concept of that at 10 years old, and my mom apparently wasn't aware either. I grabbed the handle of the bus, and I was barefoot, never wore shoes anywhere, ever. I became the ground for the bus. I shook, I vibrated, my whole body became hot and I was stuck to the bus. My muscles would not let me let go. I don't know how many volts of electricity went through me, but every cut and tomboy scrape I had was bleeding by the time my mom disconnected me from the bus's handle. In my adolescent brain I was stuck for minutes. It was probably just seconds from the time I yelped to when I was released. They all went back to drinking and laughing. My mom had a look of concern but went right back with them as I sat next to her in a cruddy lawn chair, totally freaked out. No doctor's visit. No staying home from school. She went to work, I went to school the next few days after like it never happened. I was born with a heart defect, a small hole in my bottom ventricle chambers, my mom always told me. It wasn't genetic, it was causal, environmental. My mother and my father had been fighting, and he kicked her into a ditch. I died inside of her, and the needle they brought me back to life with caused the hole. I wasn't allowed to do certain things in PE. She always told me things to be careful of growing up, and here we were, in hillbilly heaven, and I got no follow-up care. It was then I started to look at my mom differently, not worship her as if it was me and her against the world, but really see her for who she was. She wasn't perfect, and she wasn't who I thought she was either. We were only in Louisiana for about a year and my stepdad was transferred back home, so we moved back home. I think after that we stayed with my mom's sister Kayla, and I stayed at friends and everywhere else I could. I got to see my grandparents and got to finally go back to the campground. Mom made some more questionable friends and put us in some weird situations, but we did stay with an older guy in a wheelchair for some time. I remember fearing him at first, but he was genuinely nice and wanted to help us. He helped me one particular night with my mom's bad decisions and weird drinking friends, kept me with him, and I will always be grateful for that and for his kindness. Please see the next video for part 11.